MS-13 is not a gang in El Salvador. It is a terrorist organization. And this, both sides will tell you, is a war. It's after midnight in Panchimalco. 400 elite officers gather in secret. A massive raid organized with U.S. support, targeting 31 MS-13 members. From top leadership, or ranfleros, to gang associates like Fatima.
In this case, she is the MS-13 member, they say. She works for the state, but on the side, they say she's extorting money from others. They're going through her documents now.
Extortion is the lifeblood of the vast criminal network. Inside MS territory, most of El Salvador, you pay up or you die. Every day in El Salvador, there are about a dozen murders on average. There was just another one. We're on our way. A man in his 20s tortured and executed, his body dumped on the side of the road.
Están cansados un poquito. You're tired of this. Sí. La verdad que sí. Yeah.
Tired, Officer Jesus Martinez says, because hundreds of El Salvadorans are murdered here every month, and the killer is almost never caught.
They didn't find anybody. They usually get away.
And they are usually kids.
Como una guerra.
They join as teenagers or younger.
12 years old. 13.
And quickly become serial killers.
Homicidio, murder, extorsión.
This 17-year-old confesses he's killed 20 people.
I've been shot 11 times.
Francisco Villarta lived and killed in Southwest Houston.
When you're in a gang, you're not gonna let yourself get killed. Exactly, you're gonna defend yourself, right? So we had to go out and do what we had to do.
Others here operated in Maryland, Virginia, and Los Angeles.
¿Cuándo? When did you live in the United States?
En el 2001.
2001.
Sí.
¿Y por mucho tiempo estabas ahí?
No, por 5 años, el 2005 me
5 years.
Herbiz, like many others, crossed into the United States as a minor. Hundreds of El Salvadorans are deported from the States every week.
MS-13.
Oscar Saliva is an accused MS-13 from San Francisco.
They accuse you of being a gang member? Un pandillero? No. Never.
Julio Correa lived in Galveston.
2017.
Big changes last year.
El Salvador's immigration director says last year the U.S. deported nearly 3 times as many El Salvadoran gangsters as the year before.
I'm leaving next month.
You're going back.
I'm going back.
Going back.
I'm gonna try again.
Mauricio Cardosa, a convicted felon, says there's nothing for him here.
Every day in El Salvador, hundreds of people line up for hours, like this, looking for work. But there are only ever a few positions available, and they only pay $5 per day. You want to work, quieren trabajar en mes. They want to work, but there's no work.
No hay oportunidades.
For the young people, para los jóvenes.
No quisiera que sus hijos anduvieran en la calle. No.
I don't want my kids with the gangs. I don't want my kids in the street.
In the capital, San Salvador, a small victory. The largest ever MS-13 trial. 87 members, hundreds of felony charges. Top MS-13 leadership that not long ago enjoyed cell phones, cable, and prostitutes in prison, now kept in isolation. In Panchimalco, 20 additional MS-13 caught. The front lines of a decades-long war. The United States playing an increasingly active role.